things. Yeah.
All right, everybody. Welcome back to the Mind versus the Heart podcast. I'm your host, Jamal, man. I'm here with my guest. I'm going to let him introduce his own self, though.
Man, what's good? It's SayCrayton, tuning in to the Heart versus the Mind. Let's go.
Let's go, bro. Glad you could join me, family. Nice to have you here, bro. I'm going to let you talk, man. I'm going to let you rap to the audience, bro, about what you do for a living. Just tell a little bit about yourself, hobbies, your age,
Okay. So what's good? I'm SayCrayton. Y'all can follow me on Instagram at SayCrayton. I'm a serial entrepreneur, mogul. I don't tell people what I do. It's discreetly, so just tap in.
For sure.
But I don't really. Hobby is making money, and making sure that I help the next generation turn on.
Yeah. So let me ask you, bro. What is you being an entrepreneur and stuff like that, what is probably the most challenging part about that? Because a lot of guys out there kind of want to start their own business, but they don't really know the ways to go. So what would you tell them out there about that?
Stay consistent. Stay devoted and stay focused. Like, you can lose focus. Trying to focus on too many things. Don't go be a jack of many trades. Go master something. Go master something and then be essential to a piece. Right.
So how long did it take you to get to the points where you're at right
now? So I've been an entrepreneur for 8 years. No job, 8 years.
Damn, that's almost a decade, bro.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
No job, 8 years. Over 8 years, I done for sure made over $1 million. That's why I say it's really just a thing where becoming essential. Read books. Read books for sure. They gonna teach you something. You wanna learn something? It's in a book. Right.
For sure. So I have enough of your job.
Yeah.
We're gonna get to love talk. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man.
My first question to you is, bro. I've brought some guys on here, and some of them have some issues with their girls kind of going out, or the case may be, like partying.
Man, we just having this question.
Some of them got some issues with that, and some of them don't. You know what I'm saying? So let me ask you, with you being in a relationship, are you okay with your girl? Is that okay with you?
Well, going out?
Yeah, like partying and stuff like that. Is that cool with you?
How often she go out?
What they say, like, maybe like once.
Oh,
once a week.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, if she, so I realize that the culture is different for men and women. So I think women go out more for the girls themselves than they do just looking for men. But of course, like I think that like it's entitled for a girl to like have a girls' night and rewind, I guess, with stress. Like as long as her business straight. Yeah, I think it's all right.
Yeah, you think it's like controlling if a guy kind of wants to put them boundaries on her and not want her to go out? Or
I'm gonna say it's a preference. Everybody got their own preference about how they like they women and how things are going. I think that like if it come down to it, like me, I'm a once a month. Don't push it with me like two, maybe like two max. Go out times a month on some. As long as it ain't just too much. Who you going out with? That's
right. So how do you think guys can prepare themselves to where, when they get with a girl, things can flow smoothly?
And they gotta trust them.
Okay.
Like you gotta trust. You gotta build. If you don't know your woman, then you need to get to know her. Cause like outside is a dangerous place.
It is.
It's a dangerous.
I said that. It's cold with no blanket.
Yeah, real talk. It's a cold life out there. So it's like if you don't trust the girl that you with, then you already in trouble.
Man.
She going outside. You already in your worst nightmare.
I feel that, bro. So trust. You got anything else for him?
Nah, honestly, trust is the biggest thing. Like trust and knowing what y'all got going on and stuff like that. Cause if you don't, like I said, if you left in the dark, if you don't know, and if you don't trust and stuff like that, that's just like a recipe for disaster.
So why do you think there is such a disconnect? I guess because you tapped into the culture, you see what's going on out here.
Right.
So why do you think there's such a disconnect between the two genders, between male and females? Why do you think it's such a disconnect?
Man, it's a lot. It's a lot of stuff that's going on in the world right now. That's like music, like, you know, this new OnlyFans thing and stuff like that, man. Like, people's brainwashed. Money and social media got people brainwashed.
Yeah.
Headlock.
Yeah. What is like what do you think we could do to make it better, in your opinion?
Right, so like, I think people need more talks like this. I think they need more, like, back in the day, social invention. Like, you know, like, people used to meet more people in person than they did social media. Now you go to now you could just go DM somebody and you think they, like, it's crazy. Like, one of the biggest things that I find that it's like funny in this culture and stuff now is how people can DM people and say, I like you. But they don't know them. That's crazy.
So what's cause I hear a lot of guys, they kind of hit me up, bro, from on Instagram or just in person. And they'll kind of ask me, oh, well, next time I bring out on your show, ask him what he thinks we should do when it comes to, like, dates. First date, how much you spend, how much you drop on the first date. Like, does it matter? There's no limit.
I mean, what you can do.
That's it?
Yeah, what you can do. I mean, look, if you...
Because some guys, they say they ain't spend over 100, they ain't spend over 50, they doing something simple. Some guys going above and beyond.
That's them. Like,
you know about
that's them and stuff like that. Like, if your taste is a $25 meal, then that's... Yeah, like, you know what I mean? Like,
$25?
Like, yeah, that's... Because you see what I'm saying? You getting judged. Like, it ain't... Yeah, it ain't... Look, you spending less money on don't do nothing but hinder you. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what you choose to show her and stuff like that, that's how you want to be judged. Like, if you be like, oh, I don't want to be judged on money. Cool. Look, that's great.
Right.
I hope your heart is so pure that she falls in love. Like, like,
so,
you know.
So, to you, what makes a real man?
Honesty, loyalty, accountability. Making sure that you can provide, and also making sure that, you know, you can handle things on your own. Like, not saying that you're not gonna never need no help, but, like, you know, making sure that, like, if people are depending on you, that you're somebody that they can come to.
Okay. So when, I don't know if you seen, but on one of the episodes, bro, this girl got on here. Shout out to KP, by the way. She got on here and she said that in a relationship, she doesn't think that men should ever think that they are the prize. She think that the woman should think that she is the prize. What do you think about that type of mindset? Is that healthy to have in a relationship? Because you ain't we trying to get where you at, bro.
Right. So I'm gonna say.
So
this is
there,
like
trying to get a man. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, like, it's so I'm in a conflicted space, right? Because I want women to know that they are special.
Right.
You know, they do things that we can't do and stuff like that. Like, man, if you plan on having children, you better treat that woman right. You know, and yeah, there are a million women to go around, and there's definitely more women in the world than men and stuff like that. But I think that I think everybody should believe that people are worth it. Everybody has value. Like, you can't be with a person expecting that, like, you know, your value is more than theirs, so you should chase them, or like you should be abusing your power because you're a girl or you a dude and stuff because you got money. Like, none of that should matter. None of that should matter in the world and stuff like that. Because if it all disappeared, then what if you become ugly tomorrow? Like, you know, women be like, oh man, I'm the baddest, I got booty, I got whatever the case may be, on stuff like that. All right, cool. What happens if you get in a wreck tomorrow and you become paralyzed ways down? You think the same people that's chasing you and stuff, like, you better pure that heart up.
I don't know, bro. Like, a lot of times in our generation, I see people are more focused on, I guess, tangible things, or what somebody can do for them, not necessarily what they can do for somebody else. Is that something that you have to kind of make? Is that a mindset that you have to make sure that you didn't have going into your, you know, relationship? Is more so, what can you do for her, not what she can do for you, or what do you think that is? The balance of that.
So, right, like, when I went into, you know, my relationship or pursuing her, I ain't really worried about what she had.
Right.
Like, you know, I know what I got, and, you know, I expect her to do the same. I expect her not to look at if I could provide $1 million mansion and stuff like that. You know, like, my first 2-3 months, man, we spent just eating. I ain't spent no real money.
Right.
Like and let me say, like, when I say no real money, I can't say like spending $150 on food is real money and stuff like that. Like, you know, if you think stuff like that, you still a little kid.
Right.
You still a little boy. You ain't. It's when you get with her, she's gonna want a purse, and you're gonna look at her sideways, talking about $1,000 purse. Like, you're gonna look at her sideways. So, you know, like I went in there with the expectation that, like, hey, let me show you how I can treat you, versus like, let me show you how much money I got, or let me show you what I could provide and stuff like that. That's supposed to be normal to be a provider and stuff like that. I went in with the expectation that, like, hey, if you really like me, you know, you just gonna see my heart and the pureness stuff that I do. So if we eating out and we just going to restaurants and we just spending time together and stuff like that, like, what I'm requiring from you is to give me the time, give me the attention, give me the affection, show me like who you really are, open up, like, let me know that like what I'm doing is worth it. You know?
So with you being in a relationship, do you think that men are loved unconditionally?
Oh man.
Do you think men are loved unconditionally? And I asked this question because Chris Rock said the only people that are loved unconditionally is women and dogs.
Yeah, man. The dogs love unconditional.
What do you think about that?
I'm gonna say they definitely come with it's a thin line. It's a real thin line. Like, cause it's a lot of people out here that don't. Their maturity level isn't there enough to understand thick and thin.
Ride or die.
They maturity level is not there to understand.
No more,
This ain't back then. As much as we wish it was and stuff like that, and what we wish it for and stuff like that, like, a girl's loyalty can be bought. Like, you know, like, that's, you know, scary. Yeah, it's scary, and it's scarier that dudes are giving it away even easier. That's
yeah. So as a man in today's generation, you know, what you mean as successful as you are, do you think the average man is doomed? Like, as far as like getting because you, I mean, you see like a lot of girls, they kind of want that successful guy. Do you think the average guy is doomed? Average guy make $38,000 a year.
Yeah.
And he about 5'7". In a college demographic, the average guy goes to class and comes home.
Right.
And he might have a regular, you know, little job.
Right.
If that.
Right.
So is he doomed?
Yeah, if you don't find some money quick in this generation. Nah, I ain't gonna say he doomed, right? He just gotta find the right one. Like, I ain't gonna say they're not out there. And like, you know what I mean? Like, cause it's not like women grow up initially to believe that like they should look for money on some stuff like that. They get doomed. They get trapped. They get like what they want to call is educated, but they get like, you know, intel that like, oh, the dudes with the money is where it's at. Like, you know, and it don't matter the age. It don't matter what he got going, or if he a cheat, or if he a good person. Like, you know, girl, he got money. On stuff like that. Like, they in a rap. Then like, and then like you got, I ain't gonna say deranged friends. I'm gonna say confused. I'm gonna say confused homegirls. Yeah, the Lulu homegirls telling you it's okay because like, girl, he got money. He can buy you this. Like, oh, girl, like, and then when our feelings hurt and stuff like that, it's forget him. Like, that's a twisted world to say like, hop on it, then hop off.
Do you look at when you was messing, you know, early on? Did you pay attention to who her friends were? Did that matter to you?
Yeah, it sure did.
It did?
Yeah,
okay,
nah.
I mean, I was asking, bro. You know,
nah, facts. Like, you know,
a lot of girls don't know the male's point of view on this.
Yeah, I ain't gonna say birds of a feather flock together, but they sure do fly the same way sometimes. They sure do, like, you know, cause I ain't gonna say, cause it's not all the way true. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't mean that, cause a girl can have 3 or 4 friends. And she not be one. She could just be the one that's taking care of the 3 or 4 friends. You know, that's hard to believe. Yeah, but you know, it could be a thing and stuff like that. And but I think like the educational part about like trying to tell somebody that is like, hey, you need to watch out what type of influence your friends got on you.
So I was at a meeting yesterday, bro. Me and my partners was talking.
Right.
And I told them I was doing the episode today. And I didn't mention your name like that, but I just said I'm bringing on a real, you know, real dude. You know what I'm saying? So I want to ask you, bro, But you be in a relationship as well. So does body count matter to you at all?
Nah, it shouldn't be. I ain't gonna say it don't matter, right? Like to the point where it's like you looking at an actual number, but your partner should definitely know like what's going on, who he may run into, who may be like a differentiate person that may have this term called one up on you on stuff like that. Nobody likes to be blindsided and stuff like that. So like, you know, I ain't gonna say, but the situation may matter versus the body count.
Do you believe in chivalry anymore?
Yeah.
You still do?
Yeah, open doors and cook and clean if need be, and if she's tired, rub feet and
you touching
you gotta, bro. You gotta
do everything but touch the feet now. Don't touch the feet.
Nah, man, like, you know what I mean, it's especially because she get them done, so you know they ain't just crusty or nothing, no. But like, you know, like I think that it's like it's good to treat a woman good.
Okay, you like, think chivalry is respected anymore?
Nah, like I think, dude, like I said, like social media is the root of evil right now. I can't even say money. Money is necessarily right beside it. They neck and neck, and I think that like dudes think they can buy niceness and kindness, and they think a gift means something. Yeah. It ain't just a gesture. Right. It ain't just like coming from the heart. Right. It should come with something and stuff like that. It's not like I say this right, like for Christmas, I don't expect anything. If I do get something, if I do get something, that's great and stuff like that. Right. But I buy whatever I need to make sure that the people around me are happy. So it's like, you know, if that's more chivalrous than people being like, all right, cool, like she gonna give me something if I buy it, if I buy these earrings or if I
So let me ask you, bro, what is a simp to you? Cause our men be out here sipping, bro. They need to stop. So we're gonna talk about what is a simp.
So I'm gonna say this right. For the men that's holding on to women that don't want you, that I'm gonna say, for the men that's holding on to women that don't want you, let it go. That's where it's at. Like, because like that's where, like, you know, people think that being nice on your girl is simple. Like, you know, there's so many definitions of what's going out there and stuff like that. Yeah, like, but it's really for the men that's making big deals out of women that don't want them no more. Like, let you crying, you got attitudes, you trying to start fights and stuff like that, but she been done with you.
When do you draw the line between fighting for a relationship and just being done with it? So you won't be a simp. When do you draw that line?
I see when she say it. I don't want nobody that don't want me. I'm out the door. Like,
I told you. I'll open the door for you.
Matter of fact, you want a chauffeur? I'll have somebody come drive you off, because it's kind of like what I'm here for. If you what we doing? Like, you not here fighting for me, and you definitely don't want me to fight for you, so I'm wasting energy. I could be giving that to somebody else.
Do you like a you know, with the rise of feminism over the years, bro? Do you like an independent girl, boss girl, or you know, you like someone a little bit more modest on that, like not as out there when it comes to that?
Nah, like I'm in the middle, right? Like, I love a woman, like, you know, that's independently, like, can do for herself. Not gonna say I don't want her to need me, because I do. Like, you know, everybody wants to feel needed and stuff like that. So like for anybody that's being like, like, I want her, I want her to more want to be in a situation with me. Like, I want her to want to be in a situation with me. I want her to want to need me to help and stuff like that. I don't necessarily say, like, a woman who has a mind of her own is gonna lead your shit. That's who's gonna lead your kids. That's who's gonna like, it's, you know, important. That's who's gonna put it all on the line and stuff like that. She gonna hold you accountable. She gonna make you better. And like, you're not gonna do that with somebody and stuff like that just be like, yes, daddy, you need me to, oh, no, you weren't wrong, not at all, every time. And you're gonna be like, man, I must be perfect, and stuff like that. And then those dudes running the other better dudes and stuff like that, and then like you look weak compared to somebody who done kind of experienced somebody who got somebody behind them, kind of holding them accountable, making them better. They making better decisions and Now you go out in public and stuff like that, you look like the small fry.
Yeah. I say, man, I don't know, bro, because I have a lot of my partners, bro, and they'll talk about sipping stuff like that, you know.
Oh, man.
I'm just like, man.
They single, huh?
They single. But I don't know, bro, because simping, I think it feeds egos too much, bro. Like, from what I've noticed, like, just talking to girls and stuff like that, like, their ego is kind of up here because of simps and their phones. But it's like they don't even want them, so it's almost like why they even internalizing that? Because they don't even want them guys to begin with.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Simping, bro, that ain't something I'm down with. I ain't gonna cap to you. But I don't think being nice and being a gentleman is being a simp, though.
No.
But a lot of guys do say that.
No. You get taken advantage of is what dudes just got a bad way of expressing things. You know, we bad at definition. We know I don't know no dude that's good at English. I don't know no dude that's good at English. Everybody good at math.
Right. Question for you.
Right.
Should you be emotionally vulnerable to a girl as a man?
I believe so, if she allows it. If she allows it. Some people take advantage of it. Some people attack it. You know what I mean? Like, it's a hard thing to do. Every dude has been taught being younger, don't cry, you a man. Like, you know, like, yeah, so I think that, like, if she allows you to, and she has to understand that she has to allow you to, because opening up already hard as it is. Like, you know, telling your feelings. Like, you know, I wouldn't be like, oh, you're not expressing yourself. Well, look, if I do, you gonna talk about me?
Yeah, you
gonna talk about me? You gonna use that against me?
Yeah.
Like you know, so it's like, all right, cool. If I do it, if I be vulnerable with you and stuff like that, you need to understand, like, this not ammo for you. Yeah, this not ammo for you. This not the time and stuff like that where you need to, like, you know, take what I'm using and make it seem like I'm less of a man than what I am. Because I could have been the same person that you perceive me to be, the man that you're trying to draw a line on and stuff like that, and not expressed anything to you.
Yeah. So, I got my last question to you, B, bro. What is the hardest part? Because we don't talk about this enough, especially as men nowadays in 2023, just in general. Right? What is the hardest part about being a man?
Man, I think you just said the sentence right there, being a man. Like, it's...
You gotta get some tangible. You gotta get some specific stuff.
All right, so I'm gonna say this, right? A lot of people think age makes you a man.
Definitely.
A lot of people believe that, like, when you get grown enough to poke your chest out and you can start fights and all this, like, masculine, aggressive things and stuff like that, that stuff make you a man and stuff like that. We ain't been taught. We don't have enough real leaders in the community, in the world of influence, and I'm gonna say the world of influence, whether people want to say all these rappers or men or whatever the case may be and stuff like that, y'all put the wrong image out there for people to follow. Like, and y'all are some of the world's biggest leaders and stuff like that, and y'all want people to follow behind people making you test out to be crash dummies and stuff like that. So I think that, like, trying to find, you know, good role models to tactic behind is a hard thing for men in total and stuff like that. Like, why don't men want to be senators? Or like, you see what I'm saying? These are things that are tangible, governors and stuff like that. I ain't saying like, you know, people like, oh, you can't be the president. All right, cool. Why can't you be the governor? Yeah. Like, I know like 4 governors right now personally.
Yeah. I think it's just not pushed, like you say, in our generation, not pushed to be in that profession, bro. Like, with that, being a governor, being a senator.
Who follows that? Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, I
control your own life.
Yeah, I control my fingers of what I listen to and stuff like that.
You control what you put into your brain. So,
nah, honestly. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, people don't know, we don't know enough outlets and stuff like that. We're like we're in a rat race. We're the crab in the bucket barrel and stuff like that, and that mentality and stuff like that, we're in that. Like, yeah, I know we all talk about it, and this is what we all got going on and stuff, but what we all fail to realize is and stuff like that is that every day you wake up, you go put yourself back in the same situation. I don't never see nobody wake up and some of my partners and stuff like that, in the last year and stuff like that, I done transformed so many lives and stuff like that by just telling people like, hey, like, you need to kill out all that talking to 30 girls and stuff like that. You need to read a book. They'd be like, a book? I'm like, yeah, you need to read this book. Matter of fact, here, read this. You don't like reading books? Here's this audio book. Oh, like, you don't know how to make money? oh, you like shoes? Why don't you start a shoe reselling business? Why don't you just giving the ideas, throwing it out there, helping push toward people toward, and I ain't gonna say entrepreneurship, right? Because, like, yes, it is, but I want them to get the ideal thought and stuff like that they could do more with their life than just this everyday crab in a bucket type of idea. Like,
right. So that would you tell guys out there that they should prioritize themselves before they prioritize like trying to get girls, trying to follow girls, whatever the case may be? Because a lot of guys, they make that mistake, bro. They'll prioritize girls all day long and just put it before what they need to do in life.
Man,
what you think about that?
I think that they're gonna be chasing girls for a long time. I think that, like, when they realize that, like, this is a bad thing to say. This is gonna be a bad thing to say out loud and stuff like that. So look, like, you know, all the women gonna be like, no, I don't do that. Stuff like that. When you realize and stuff like that women are chasing the money, like, cause that's the generation we in and stuff like that. They running behind the bag and stuff like that on some stuff like that. Everybody, if they aren't already born into millionaire status or whatever the case may be and stuff like that, they are chasing the bag and stuff like that. When you realize that majority, I'm not gonna say all, when you realize that majority women are chasing the bag, and you realize that you'd probably do better with a bag, then, you know,
then they go.
And then, but I also say this, right? Men are abusers of money.
What makes that? Like, what makes that? An abuser of money. What do you mean by that?
So, men use money as leverage. They use it as leverage to get what they want. They like it's toxic.
That's why I had to ask you to expand on that.
Yeah. Being, I ain't gonna lie. Like, nah, I'm telling you, like, it's crazy because, like, this generation is so messed up, man. This generation is so, we are doomed, bro. We need to, like, whenever I have a kid, bro, I'm gonna have to teach him and stuff like that, cause he gonna go to public school and stuff like that, but he gonna be a modest dude. He not gonna be peer pressured and stuff like that, and cause dudes, we like to use money to get women to be in front of people, to shame other people and stuff like that, to make it seem like they're better than the next person and stuff, versus mindset and education and stuff like that. The dumbest people be having money. It be some of the dumbest people be having money and stuff like that, and be trying to I'm gonna say squat. I ain't gonna say the real word. So be trying to squat on the next individual and stuff like that, because they don't know how to get there. You got lucky. People get lucky.
Yeah, you do get lucky, man. That's true. Well, I mean, I ain't gonna lie, but that's all the questions I really got for you. I mean, this is kind of the portion of the show I turned over to you.
Okay.
You can ask me anything you want to ask me. I'm an open book. I keep 100.
All right. So with this podcast, right, I'm gonna say this: like, if you can interview anybody, I don't care who it is and stuff like that. If you could interview anybody in the heart versus the mind, like, who would it be?
You want a male and a female?
Yeah, you could do a male and a female. I wanna see it face.
Oh man, male, I got two.
All right.
People, I got two. It'll either be Chris Brown.
Oh wow.
Yeah, Chris Brown.
Oh wow, that's my girl favorite.
Chris Brown or Michael B. Jordan.
Oh wow.
Chris Brown, Michael B. Jordan.
All right, why them?
Chris Brown, because he's a workaholic, and
that's true. I heard.
He's very, as we know, he's very busy.
Yeah.
I would want him to speak on just the grind itself, how long it took for him to get to the point to where he is right now, coming through the adversity, with the Rihanna situation.
He has been a star for a long time.
Coming through, like, the stuff that he did with Rihanna.
Right.
How was he able to bounce back? Because a lot of people turned on him. How was you able to keep yourself sane through that whole process?
They still talk about that.
Exactly. And Michael B's case, when a lot of people talk about, he spoke on how when he was in school, nobody really looked at him, nobody paid attention to him.
Right.
And now he's Michael B. Jordan. How was that process like? Because a lot of people don't bloom. A lot of people don't kind of bloom like right now. They may bloom later in life.
Right.
But what's the mindset like to where you can get to that point? You know what I'm saying? So
the blooming part, or the handling the attention?
Well, for Michael B. Jordan, the blooming part. For Chris Brown, handling the attention. Because he's been having attention almost all his life.
All right,
so he would be used to it.
All right, what about the woman? Which woman would you pick? I want
Savannah James.
I don't even know who that is. Who's that?
LeBron James' wife.
Oh wow.
Savannah James and Keke Palmer. Because they two totally different type of women, and I would want to break down their mindsets and let them speak to the audience, bro.
Man, you know what's crazy? Having women on the show sounds great, bro. Cause they got a lot to say. They not holding nothing back. They slanging iron at dudes. I don't even care.
Exactly. They don't care, man. So yeah, that's what I'll do.
Okay, I think that's a good selective pick and stuff like that. I guess right. So where do you really see your podcast going to? Are you trying? You know, Funny Marco.
Yeah.
Are you trying to get to like a Funny Marco level, or are you trying to or is this like a stepping stone to build something new? Like what?
When I got to my sophomore year
right.
at UNT, I always told myself I wanted to do a podcast.
Okay.
And make another source of income, but I didn't never. I was just like,
yeah, it's far-fetched.
I was just talking, man. You know what I'm saying? But now, bro, I really believe in it, and I really think I can do something with it. You know what I'm saying? And when I first started, I was telling bro right here. I was telling him, man, like,
yeah, he pointed at my manager, JV.
My bad,
yeah,
JV over there, man. Shout out to him. I was just telling him earlier, man. When I first started this, bro, I didn't think it was gonna be like this. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to just start something like. Just bring people on, man. Let them talk.
Right.
But now I'm kind of seeing that I can really take it somewhere. And so I kind of want it to be global, bro. I want to take it as far as I can take it.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Like the heart versus the mind and stuff like that, even just hearing it, like I can hear it having a lot of influence. Because it's a lot of personal. You like when you pick this was a gem. Because it's like, you ain't even, it ain't scripted. It's raw. It's
natural, bro.
Come in here with no script, hey, he got his questions. He ain't let me know nothing before and stuff like that. It's like I'm gonna hit you where it hurt. I'm gonna make I'm gonna hit you where it hurt. I'm gonna make you speak round and stuff like that. Like, So that I think that's good. Like, so
yeah, I'm gonna take it as far as I can take it, bro.
All right, so I guess this, right? Like, what's your ideal type of candidates to have on the show? Like, is it I'm going for anybody, street, entrepreneurial? Like, are you trying to keep it a certain type of demographic, or you express a little bit on that?
Honestly, bro, I would say that it could be anybody, but it can't just be anybody. But I want it to be anybody in terms of people like me, that's a college student that's just trying to get out here and get it, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of times we don't really have a platform to have a voice. Well, I wanted to create that, especially at UNT, where students like me can come on here and speak what they want to say. But I want entrepreneurs, bro. I want anybody, bro. People that are in relationships, couples. I want to have couples come on here, bro. Eventually, I want to have it to where like a group of women come on here and a group of men come on here, and we can just
a sexist battle.
Bro, and I'm gonna just keep the peace for sure.
Oh man, I can see that. I can see that getting out of hand real quick.
Yeah.
All right.
People rooting for it, so we gonna do it.
Nah, I think that'd be good. I think you have my girl on, so she real argumentative. Nah. All right, that's good though, man. I ain't gonna lie. I like your vision for the podcast. Like, I like where it's going.
It's a grind, bro. I ain't gonna lie. It's kind of hard, bro, because I kind of do it all myself. And sometimes I don't know if I'm going the right way, but when I get DMs from like guys like JB and stuff like that, and have people here like you, it lets me know I'm doing something right. Because you wouldn't be on here if I was full of BS.
Man, nah, yeah, like it's a great opportunity to be on the show. I feel like it's a great building, because if you've seen my Instagram and stuff like that, I hadn't posted pictures in 2 years.
Yeah.
I hadn't posted pictures in 2 years. I've been really ducked off, like, and I'm still doing business, and I've been throwing events, and I'm working under a new brand, Family First the Mob. Content is an argumentative thing. Trying to be perfect, trying to make sure that you can hit the marker on the right points to make the right impact that you want to make. And to me, looking at your podcast show showed me that like this is a spot that you could use to build, and I can use to build, genuinely, professionally together.
Yeah, for sure, bro. I appreciate that, man.
So I want to ask you this, right? So like, and this is one of the sexist questions,
Go ahead.
So you in a relationship?
Nah.
Okay. This is even better, So like, I want to ask you this, right? When it comes down to support, right? When it comes down to support of men and women and stuff like that, do you expect your woman, right? Let's say she doesn't have a necessary skill set yet.
Yeah.
She hasn't built it. She doesn't know.
Yeah.
Do you expect her more? Like, especially if she doesn't know, do you expect her more to lean in and support you or what you got going, or do you encourage her to more go find what she needs to go do? Like, where's your mindset with that?
She can do what she wants to, bro. Like, I'm more of a. Of course, I want support.
Yeah.
I want a supportive woman, but bro, I got my own motivation, fam. So regardless, I'm gonna go out here and get it.
Right.
I'm gonna go ahead and find some way to make it happen, bro.
Right.
So, but your support definitely helps.
Right.
I'm gonna go ahead and get it regardless, bro, with or without you. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. But I want her support for sure.
Yeah. Would you express that to her? Would you be vulnerable and be like, hey, I need you. Look, I want you to support me. I want you to come. Like.
I mean, I don't know. if she would have asked me, what would you like want out of me? I would just say, just kind of like, just be supportive, But you ain't gotta just.
Yeah, you ain't volunteering the information.
Yeah, I ain't gonna volunteer, like, bro. But if you ask me, just be supportive. Just kind of just be, I guess, an ear maybe. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, I'm a guy, bro. I don't really ask.
That's important,
people
right?
For much, bro. I don't ask. If I'm with a girl, I don't really ask her to really. That's one of the things I've been told. Like I've been told throughout my whole like situation, stuff like that. I kind of make the girl feel like she's not needed, and it's not like something I do on purpose. It's just I don't ask them for anything really. So yeah.
Do you feel like women are needed?
Yes.
What do they need for?
To have a successful society and a healthy society, because they the first teacher, they the first preacher. When the baby comes out the womb, she looks to mama. He looks to mama. She's the first. Her mind is the most important. If she's corrupt, the generation gonna be corrupt.
Yeah, then it must be a lot of messed up mamas out here then, because this generation is hell, man.
If she's corrupt, everything else gonna be corrupt.
Yeah.
So yeah, she's very important.
Okay. All right.
You ask a different type of question than most people, bro. Most people be asking some.
Yeah,
some
man. Nah,
man. You some real questions.
Yeah, this the heart versus the mind.
You ask the deep questions, for sure.
Yeah, like let me see what else.
Ask anything, bro. I'm an open book, man. Keep it 100.
Dang, I know. That's the thing. Just going. Now look, do something for me. Ask me a question about support, so I want to put my girl business out there.
Okay.
That way, it's like I can just put more stuff out there. I got a lot more content to push.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so when it comes to, I guess, a girl supporting you,
right?
Or you supporting a girl, how do you go about that in your relationship?
Right, so now for instance and stuff, my girl, she has a hair business, Taser Slated. Y'all go book. If y'all see her on campus, y'all need to run with y'all hair out and tell her that it's messed up. Y'all look, braids, sew in, anything y'all need, like, and she's really good. She's talented. Like, and I say this, like, if she wasn't, I promise you, I wouldn't say anything. I'd just be like, hey, man, we need to just go in the lab and what's called, but, I feel like if you really support your significant other and stuff like that, like, you're gonna pour into it, like, so like my girl, she's home based. Mm-hmm. She has a whole setup. And I know, I do it in a chair. Like, she has the nicest chair. Mm-hmm. She has a nice background that she got to pick out. Like, she built it. She built everything that she needed. Like, and anything that I was able to help her with, whether it was hanging up the pieces because she couldn't reach it, or like, or buying more combs or certain liquids that I don't even know if you put together what's supposed to happen. Right. But just if it comes down to software to create flyers or just being the marketing for her and stuff like that, like, you want to make sure that, like, your partner know that, like, you there for their business whether they ask or not, like, you know what I mean? Like, you believe in their vision so it can come true, because it's not gonna come, of course, right? You can work and drive and do everything by yourself and say, like, yeah, I'm gonna get it done with or without somebody and stuff like that. But even without asking, it'd be lovely to know that, like, someone's gonna do it because they care about your success.
That would be,
then you just asking them, hey, help make me successful.
Yeah.
Like,
going back to your question, bro, now that I think about it, I would appreciate.
Yeah.
Girl, man, like, you know what I'm saying? Help me with this
ladies,
podcast,
look,
bro,
ladies, listen to him. He's saying tap in. That's what he's saying.
Man, bro, Dang, it'd be a lot, bro.
Look, no, I think your show would go great, right? If you had a girl that actually like, look, if she came here for you, like she's like, hey, I'm interested in you, but y'all ran this podcast together, cause y'all are in a controversial podcast as a relationship with different views.
It is.
That sounds
very controversial.
That sounds like let somebody that y'all interviewing say the wrong thing. Stop. Wait a minute, like,
bro. Just with the organizational aspect too,
right?
My time management is terrible, bro. Like I do a lot of stuff, man. Like especially on campus and stuff like that. So I be always on the move. So I would just say just somebody help me with organization. And with all the people that try to come on here and DM me or see me in person, I be forgetting some of the times.
Would you rather it be a girl that's more interested in you, or would you rather it just be a girl co-host, like in total, that's just here to just pick up some of the slack?
A girl that's interested in me. A girl that's interested in me. I wanted, when I first started this, I wanted to be a girl co-host, but it just couldn't happen because she was just too busy and stuff like that. But and she didn't want to make time for the podcast.
Man, I wish I had one of them buttons that made the bomb sound, so I could say, ladies, tap in, ladies, hit the heart versus the mind Instagram and tap in.
Because I need it, bro. Like especially with the social media, man. I get tired of posting all the clips I be posting, bro. It be a lot, man. Just send it out to different people and make sure try to keep the peace in the comment section and stuff like that, so don't nobody feel disrespected.
Nah, what's crazy is you should let them go crazy.
They do.
You should let them just have at it.
It's been some feelings that's been hurt because of it, but that's just part of the business, bro.
All right, so I got a question, right? So out of all the podcasts you've done so far and stuff like that, like what has been the most controversial topic that came up here?
Who's a prize in a relationship? And girls liking bad boys versus good guys. Both of them.
Oh wait, bad boys versus good guys. Whoa, what was that about?
Shout out to Lisa, by the way. But she was the first one to come on here and start it. Yeah, she said that girls nowadays in 2023 prefer the bad boy versus the nice guy, and nice guys pretty much get taken advantage of. What's
a bad boy? What'd she say with bad boy? What's that mean?
You're nonchalant. You basically don't really care. You basically you let her know. You keep her on her toes.
That makes you bad, like.
Pretty much, according to them.
Man, I wish I could disclaim some stuff on here. Like, I'm not even gonna do nothing like.
Yeah, pretty good, bro. I mean, you can say what you want to say.
Nah, you know, because you'd have to edit it out anyway. I couldn't even. But it just be like, you know, like if I think they have a horrible representation. That's why I said like the perception is horrible out here. Like what they perceive to be bad boys and stuff like that is not even a scratch of the table.
It's not, bro.
You see what I'm saying?
Like the you can put like wanna be street. I'm gonna just go out here and say, wanna be street niggas, bro. They just kind of want to live that kind of lifestyle, whatever the case may be, and it's
you gotta ask them if they living it.
Yeah,
like you got.
I know they're not, but the girls they put on that facade.
Yeah, you got. You know,
that facade and boom, there you go.
Yeah, because you know, just because you hang around a whole bunch of kindred people, and stuff like that. Yeah, just because you hang beside the next person that look like you, don't mean that y'all. The word they want to use is gangster. Yeah,
basically. And so basically with that, with the nice guy versus the bad boy, the case may be, man, it just went crazy on Instagram because now guys are just kind of like, so you want me to be respectful, but if I'm respectful, then I'm too nice, and if I'm too nice, you're not gonna want me. So now I have to be this nonchalant bad boy that don't really care about you just to get you to like me.
I would have told her I could show you better than I could tell you.
I just personally say I ain't got.
Yeah, like nah, cause
you two, I ain't.
Cause if a girl wants a man that ignores her, then she's lost. If she thinks that like, and I'm sorry for whoever said it, I promise you I'm not attacking you. But if you think, you know, somebody ignoring your calls and showing you that they can be boss and stuff like that is better than somebody trying to actually cater to things that you need, then you gotta you may need to talk to somebody about what type of men you need.
Yeah, it's not even when the comments was going on Instagram and stuff like that, on TikTok, whatever the case may be, the girls was kind of agreeing with her. Like she wasn't the only one.
No,
not even close. It's a lot of girls that think
I agree. Like, right? I said, I agree. I believe that, like, it's a lot of girls that think that, like, the dude that's walking around with his shirt off and acting like he got all the women and stuff in the world and stuff like that is the dude that women want because whatever reason and stuff like that. But that is also the dude and stuff like that who don't got nowhere to go. The money that he's making and stuff like that is gonna run out, and he's not respected. If you think the people that are around him on some stuff like that are something to be respected by and stuff like that, they're nobodies and stuff like that. You go, they're nobodies and stuff like that. Yeah, like let's take education and GPA and all that stuff out of it, because most of the good guys, they're the people that's supposed to be educated, I guess, and talk proper.
Man, with this generation, bro, good guys has a variety of meanings, a variety of definitions. So let's say basically, the good guy's a guy that just prioritizes her. She's a priority in his life, and the girl is not very receptive of that. She wants the bad boy, the guy that doesn't prioritize her.
You want him to have no time for you and have all the time. I low-key think that dudes that hang with all their partners is gay. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like,
you know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? When I was younger, I told my homeboys, like, they'll go somewhere, like,
right.
want to go somewhere, and I told them, I said, y'all be safe. I'm finna go with a girl, and they were like, but you never want to hang with us, bro. I said, why would I hang with you when I can go be with a girl? Are y'all stupid? Like, you know what I'm saying? And they'll just look at me like, you got some sip stuff. I'm like, no, I'm just.
You see how you threw that fit. I think you found somebody that like you. You see how you threw that fit, like.
But I mean, having homeboys is cool. You know what I'm saying? But if
it's essential, right? Like, I ain't gonna say like having homeboys is gay, right? Because of course you got homies and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
But I'm a dude with testosterone and all type of estrogen and all type of like competitional type ordeals and stuff like that. I'm not about to sit my grown behind looking at a dude all day and stuff like that, like he's pretty, like that look, I don't care what I'm doing, playing 2K, the game's not that interesting, to where I just want to be around a dude versus the opposite sex. Like, she's way more appealing to look at, I promise you. Like, I'd rather talk to a girl. I don't even own a game system. You can ask my girl. I don't own a game system. Gave it all away and stuff like that. Yeah, like, I'd rather lay up and watch movies and stuff like that, or like go spend time with her somewhere versus being like, hey bro, you wanna play 2K? Wanna bond with me real quick? I just dunked on you. Like, nah, I'm not going for that,
bro. Like, that's kind of how I am. You know what I'm saying? If I had like a girlfriend or something like that, that's kind of pretty. That's probably the time that I would be on, bro, because I don't got time for that.
Yeah, like I think it gives the dudes time and stuff to pretend that they're gangster. They in there plotting like, hey bro, look, we're gonna go outside and we all gonna match, right? We all gonna wear the same color.
My thing is, what's in it for you in the long run, bro? Like, the wanna be hood with gang, whatever case. Like, I'm from the hood.
Nah,
but I'm not finna carry myself like
that. It's a perception, right? Like I said, like it's the influence of the world and stuff like that. The people that's, let me say, sagging and wearing certain type of clothes and acting tough and stuff like that. Like, it's a persona that it's supposed to be given because that's what said that look cool and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like, but if you ask any of these people and stuff like that, like, hey man, how many gunfights you been in? 0. Yeah, like when like, you see what I'm saying? All right, cool, bro. Y'all was with my partner. He owned this, and I'm like, yeah. What guns do you own?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, how many of your people?
And it's funny because when a girl comes and tells me they want a streak, whatever the case may be, I would ask her. I say, if he's really that type of guy, he doesn't want to be in that predicament. Like, he doesn't want to be in that environment, bro. He wants to get out.
Yeah, no.
These guys that you talking about, they clearly not living like that. Because if they were, they would be telling you, I don't want to be here. I want to get out this environment.
When I was young, I was in a 2-bedroom house with 8 women and 3 dudes. That's how I grew up in Waxahachie, East Side. Like, so the railroad tracks down there, we don't have them things that come down and stop people and stuff like that, a lot of my partners, they done passed away. I got a lot of partners in jail. I got a lot of friends now who are pimps and gangsters and jack boys. I got friends incarcerated that I put money books on and stuff like that. Like we don't want to live this life.
That's what I'm saying. It's not a good life to live. Like,
yeah, it's not. It's nobody, and that's the difference. Nobody that's hood wants to stay in the hood. Like so all the people that you see what I'm saying. We don't even want no trouble. We know what it come with. We know what's at the end of that. All that acting tough and stuff gonna get you shot.
Hey man, I be trying to tell them, but like you say, that's the biggest.
But when look, to women it's a turn on. They like that aggressive stuff. They like, you know what I mean? Like, and I'm not saying it ain't right to have, but it's a way to carry it and stuff like that.
When they really come, like when the girls come on here, the biggest thing that they say is that they want a guy to kind of put them into their femininity, and like they want to make them want to be feminine.
The only reason a woman ain't feminine is because she don't want to be.
And it's what I say to them, because they'll ask me, they'll say, okay, so what do you do with a girl like that? Goodbye.
Yeah, leave.
I ain't got time, bro. Because why am I trying to make you act like a woman? You should already want to be a woman by the time you come to me.
Yeah, you acting all hard because you wanna prove a point.
Right, because you're not gonna sit up here and be with me till I want to be a man. I have to be a man by the time I'm already stepping towards you, shooting my shot. So it's like,
right.
What are we doing here?
Right.
But them probably like the biggest topic.
You get a lot of women like that on your show.
Yes.
People that already think that you should make me be a woman, but you should already be a man.
Yes.
Oh man.
Yes. I actually haven't had a girl on here yet.
Oh wow.
That hasn't said that, bro. I haven't really met a lot of girls in general.
These some masculine women that you bringing on the show.
And they want, yeah. I mean, I was about to say something. I ain't gonna say.
I ain't gonna say y'all ain't feminine, right? Cause y'all dressing feminine and stuff like that. But if y'all mindset and stuff like that is to bully a man into bullying you to be a woman and stuff like that, like.
Well, all I was telling them is that all y'all did was become the man that y'all want to be with, and then y'all find that man that y'all want to be with. You don't know how to keep him because you're him, just a female version.
Ooh.
He don't want to be with himself. He not gay. No, but he not gay.
Oh wow!
So now you don't know how to keep him because you leading with I don't need you leading with your career. We don't care about real men don't care about your career.
Yeah, we don't got no access to y'all money.
Yeah, we don't. Your money is your money. My money is our money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's kind of we right. Make money trying to provide for you. You make money to try to be independent from us.
Right. Okay.
Quote unquote.
All right.
That's kind of all the girls I brought on. Yeah. That's why when you asked me about like if I had a choice from a celebrity one who I want to bring on, that's why I chose Savannah James because she's different. Like, she really got that mindset. You know
let me ask something.
And
all right. So look, this sexist battle that you got coming up and stuff, right? Mm-hmm. Who do you think is who? I ain't gonna say who viewpoints gonna win because ain't no wins and losses, But who do you think, right? Gonna have some of the most impactful voices on there, the men or the women? Based on the heart versus the mind, you know what I mean? Because like this topic is a generational topic that goes around every day. I'm talking about every day. People talking about sex, money, drugs, women, dudes.
I would say the men, because what I tend to realize is just from talking to a lot of different girls, case maybe having discussions with them, they tend to argue with emotion. And so when you step back and once they get done being emotional, they'll hit me up and be like, "Oh, Jamal, you was right. I was wrong." I thought about it, and I was tripping. Like I was tweaking.
So you saying women lack logic? Let me not say lack. Let me say they diminish. They diminish logic for emotion. Yeah. So that's the reason.
Yeah. I mean, I can't even count, bro. Like when we having these type of talks, they tend to argue with emotion.
They feel some type of way when it's being said.
Yeah, it's. They're more concerned like me. You can have a serious talk, right? And like you can be my mentor or something. Right. You can say, Jamal, you need to do this, and this, and just tell me straight up, just like that. Right. I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna run with it. I'm gonna be like, okay, I'm gonna do better. Now, say if it's a majority of the time, if it's a girl, right, you have to change how you say it because she's more worried about how you're saying it versus what you're actually saying.
All right. So let me say this, right? Do you think that women make men emotional? You don't think that things that women can say make men react and respond emotionally?
Yeah, but as a man, you got to control your emotions. You got to, bro, because that's a danger. An emotional man is a dangerous thing, bro. You could argue prison's full of it.
Yeah,
they couldn't control their emotions.
Right.
The streets are full of men that couldn't control them. They wasn't aware of what they want to do and how to make it happen. They just be, So I would say even if you do come across that, you got to manage it, bro. You got to manage your impulsivity because if you don't, good luck to you.
Man, so all right, look, we got maybe like 5 minutes left on the show. Like, so if you had to ask like one last question, like you need to know, it could be anything. You don't even have to deal with the heart or the mind, or it could deal with whatever. What would you ask?
I would ask, how do you like the show, bro? And what can I do to make it better in your opinion? Because I'm all about constructive criticism, bro.
Man, I love the show. I think that like I said, this is a great opportunity. Like, free space of range to talk about whatever. Comfortability, great setups, great questions. I think that maybe just looking at some of the past podcasts and stuff like that, like I think I commend a lot of people that was on here and stuff like that. Like, you told me earlier that most people questions when they back to you and stuff like that, like it's nothing to do with the brand of Heart versus the Mind. It's like off the wall.
It does, but then it's not like how the questions you were asking.
Yeah,
that's like real life questions. That's it's like you just asking like real life questions. Most people, they come in, they'll be like, okay, so what's the most toxic situation you've been in, or what's the most simplest thing you ever did with a girl, or what's your type of the girl? It's just something, something like that. You asking questions like, oh, so you had to bring da 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 da. It's just different.
Yeah, I think that people should come more prepared for the show, with their mind more clear, and I think that like the back session when you give them the plateau to ask questions for you and stuff like that, I think they should reciprocate the energy based on what the show is going on about. Because like I commend everybody that's been on here and stuff like that. I don't know what questions were asked when it was their time and stuff like that, but I'd love for you to have a whole segment where everything mattered.
Right.
Everything. You could take pieces of the whole show itself and it went toward, you could post something, because now you got content for yourself of you answering stuff that's worth being on your page for the Heart versus the Mind, or even just for your own, plateau.
Yeah, that's real.
So I think that's about it. Like,
you got anything else to add? Or anything?
Shout out to Family First, the Mob. Shout out to G. Shout out to Day Day. Shout out to Rob. Shout out to JB. Shout out to Tasia. Slated. Shout out to everybody that made it happen. Shout out to Chicago. These are a lot of the people that's been with me for the last few years. Like, we done built the organization. We got over 300, 400 members in Texas. This is the biggest event planning group in Texas. And, we do events. We just did an event called Twerk or Treat in Prairie View, in PV. Yeah, Twerk or Treat in PV. It did 5,000 people. It did 5,000 people and stuff like that, so we still reigning and building numbers. So upcoming, we got a toy drive that we're about to try to drop. We're about to start doing a lot more community things and stuff like that. I'm looking for a lot of new members, a lot of new faces and stuff like that to come in and represent the brand in a good way. Network, come in and, get what you need to get out of it, paid opportunity. And, if anybody else has platforms, anything like that need help building, or they have events that are community events, community service, anything like that could help, like, we want to be a part of it. We want to help build the brand, and I can hope in, the next future or this near future that's coming and stuff like that, like, it'll be beneficial to work toward, this festival that I'm upcoming and bringing and stuff like that. So, hopefully Family First, the Mob is around for the next generation and stuff like that, because, we're not just controlling it from the top. We're handing off jobs to people, freshmen, sophomores and stuff like that, real big paid opportunities and stuff like that to continue the legacy and actually build a foundational company to do all events, UFC fights, MMA, a little bit of everything, and just want to make sure that word is out to make sure that we can help anybody in need when the opportunity comes.
Okay. That's all your shout outs?
Let me see. I gotta make sure. Shout out to God. Shout out to my mama. Shout out to Torn. My brothers. What is it? fitness trainer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
newly fitness trainer and stuff like
Okay.
they train some pro people
Okay.
and stuff like
Okay.
that. So
Get him on here, man.
yeah.
About to get him on here.
Yeah, and then shout out to our upcoming people, DJ Knox, Simba, Shy out there in PV, and you know, just to make sure that, like, you know, shout out to our host.
Appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate you. All right, man.
Man,
Well, I appreciate you coming on here, bro. Rocking with me, man.
Nah, for sure. This was a good podcast, bro.
Thank you, bro. All right, man. I'll be back Thursday and Friday of next week. I have some special guests for y'all as well then, too. So y'all make sure y'all like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see y'all, man. Y'all be good.